What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here, bringing you the round 2 game from the FA Cup against Doncaster Rovers. We're getting in, well, we actually are in December now in this save, so very, very close to the transfer window, which I do have quite a few players that I have been scouting out, and hopefully we can go and pick them up. So a win here would be good, just to go and boost a few more transfer funds. Oh, Atkinson. Oh, good hit, son. Good hit. Not a bad start for Southend. So you're taking on Doncaster. I think they play in the Championship, maybe. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. They could play in League 1. I definitely know they don't play in League 2. Who is texting me while I'm recording? And it just happened to be on, like, with I don't even know what you'd class that surface as. It's like my cooling fan for my laptop when I just have it out normally. Oh, look at that. Give me a foul, ref. Come on, ref. Oh, great tackle. Here we go. Counter-attack. Now, as you can see, we've got actually the young number 17 here who's chasing after the ball. He's just not going to get there. Colthurst. Now, he said not too long ago that he wanted to leave the club in January because he wasn't really getting the chances to go with Weston being injured, though. He has had a bit more of a chance. It's really been Vargas and then either Colthurst or Core as my other striker. Vargas starting pretty much every game that I can start him because he is a freaking beast in this game. We're just going to try a long ball over the top to him. He's just not... Oh, I thought I had that. But yeah, enough about that. Back to the man that we are talking about. He wanted to leave because he wasn't really getting game time. However, now he is pretty much my starter. Core on the bench. He was quoted saying that he was getting a bit homesick as well. So who knows whether he'll stay in the transfer window. Hopefully he does, because he would be a good backup striker. And it means that I could move Weston, who I believe is my top goal scorer. I can move him out to left midfield because that kind of is a position that isn't a weakness for us. I mean, like, I've got Hurst playing out there now, I think, who's naturally a right mid, but here, speaking of him, he's just got on the ball here now. But I mean, he's not too bad. He still goes and gets the job done for me. So it's not really a weakness as such, but Weston is just so good, and he's so good up front as well. So that's why I kind of want to go and keep him there. We dink over the top. That man who we were talking about just getting on the ball there, but can't manage to do anything. But good pressure as we get it out for a throw. And as you can see, I'm going to actually tap on the badge and see the Adidas logo. The German top, the World Cup top. I got this top. You've probably heard about it before, but I got it. I got it just before the World Cup was due to start because I got Royce on the back, and then obviously just before the World Cup Royce got injured, and it seems to be whenever he plays for Germany he always seems to get injured. And I mean, is he gonna... I've got his Borussia Dortmund kit as well, number 11. Is he going to be at Borussia Dortmund come the end of January? A lot of people say no, and I mean, especially with Dortmund's league form. I mean, last time I checked, last time I heard, they were actually bottom of the league. And I mean, this is a team that made it to the Champions League final 2 seasons ago. And I mean, they're struggling in their own domestic league, which is kind of... You know, the German league isn't probably one of the stronger leagues, I guess you'd say, in Europe. But there are a lot of teams that are going there that are actually proving to be a good challenge as well. And I guess that's the same kind of this year in the Premier League with both West Ham and Southampton, especially the first I mentioned there, West Ham, really going and punching a wee bit above their weight. I mean, they're in 6th at the moment. They've spent a lot of time in the top 4. And I've got quite a few friends who are West Ham fans, and one of them actually said, how strange would it be, ooh, wee deflection there, that'll be a corner, but how strange is it that come like the halfway point of the season that a few West Ham fans are kind of disappointed that they're in 6th, and I mean, you would have thought that at the start of the season. West Ham's always one of those teams, you know, I guess they've kind of changed their style of play a wee bit. They always used to be kind of hit the long ball forward, and I guess with Andy Carroll coming in, that was good because you've got that big target man up front. But they've got the likes. We've got the likes of Zarate now. Apparently he's leaving though. I've heard in January. I'm not too sure why because he probably is one of their better players. And I'm just trying to think of some of the other strikers as well. I think they got Valencia, Colombian Valencia. Or maybe he's Ecuadorian, I'm not sure. I know the Ecuadorian, well, there is an Ecuadorian Valencia that plays for Man United. Antonio Valencia, obviously, who used to play for Wigan. But yeah, I think there's another one as well. And we get to halftime here in the Cup. Doncaster probably been on top of us in this half. They've been dominating possession. We didn't really have a shot. As you can see, they dominated possession, though, 63%. So... really going to have to go and pick it up in the second half. we've got Core on the bench. I mean, we can go and bring him on. And there was someone else who just returned from injury as well, I think. Or maybe they are injured. But the squad has been hit a wee bit with injuries. I mean, start of the season we had White, who was our captain, right back, go out with an injury. But he has since been replaced by, I think... Oh, hit that, son. Oh! Oh, that would have been such a good hit from Atkinson. That would have been such a good hit from Atkinson, but he couldn't quite get it done. But he was replaced, I think Corker is playing out on the right, and he's naturally a left-footed player, but, well, naturally a left back, I should say. But he seems to be doing, I guess, kind of a similar job to Hurst, as Vargas gets through, gets tripped, and wins the penalty. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. And now Vargas has a chance to go and capitalise here to put us up 1-0. And really, I don't know if it's deserved, but I mean, hopefully we can go and finish it off. Penalties are probably one of my weaknesses. Like, I hate taking penalties, especially against my mates. It doesn't help that I don't really have... I mean, Vargas is my best penalty taker, and he's only 66. Here we go. Yes. No celebration. More relief that it's gone in. I would have been so embarrassed had it not gone in. Oh, so Vargas' second goal, as you can see there in the FA Cup, and we're up. We are up against Doncaster. Very good. Again, punching above our weight, as we have been doing all season long in the Cup, which is very good to see. Thanks to everyone who obviously tuned in yesterday to my first Facecam video. Remember, if you do have any feedback about it, do you think the laptop webcam is good enough? The laptop microphone is good enough? I've actually got my eye on one on Mighty Ape, an online store in New Zealand, and they come, I think they've got... I can get it on the 4th or something, so I'll probably start using it after I came back from Australia. But it seems to be quite good. It's about $50, which isn't too bad for a webcam. I mean, there's plenty of other ones in there that are a lot more expensive, and because it is my first one, I don't really want to go overboard too much and spend too much money. I want to just make sure I get something that's cheap but reliable and definitely gets the job done and sounds good as well. And there have been some very good reviews about this one. I think it's a Logitech, I'm just trying to remember what it's called. I think it's a Logitech C270, I think, from memory. And yeah, I've heard some good things about it. I was doing some research at work today. You're actually lucky that I'm in this German top at the moment, because I've just got home from work probably, what's the time now, 5 o'clock. I got home at 4:30, and it was stinking hot all day at work. It was ridiculous. Great headed clearance there from the man, but now still in possession. And this is what Doncaster have been doing really well. They've been holding on to possession and just making us work for it, making us defend for our lives. But Atkinson there with another tackle. Now he's away, counter-attacks on, and why did I go to Vargas in that situation? Why did I not go down? Oh, Vargas doesn't get the penalty this time. It's all ball from the defender, and that's a golden chance to probably wrap up the game had we scored that. Made it 2-0. I don't think there would have been too much coming back from Doncaster in that passage of play. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, that's worked well. Gee, that was a real powerful header from that shorter range. So yeah, I was actually going to do, well, I was going to be running around in my singlet, and after this commentary I am going to be running around in my singlet. Ooh, get that out of there. Because yeah, it is just bloody roasting today. It's been roasting heaps lately. Here we go. Another counter-attack. Up to Atkinson. Back down to Leonard to put the icing on the cake, and that is in the back of the net. 2-0 to Southend, and we are going to the FA Cup round 3. People, you can actually see that now, and I can actually make, can actually do stuff that you guys can see, and you can see my reactions as to when I score the goals. So pretty happy with that. We've finally managed to go get up 2-0. Whether it's deserved or not, I don't care. As long as you get the result. Cup football, I guess all football, just in any sense, is all about the result. You know, it doesn't matter how poorly you play, how bad you play, how well your opposition plays. If you take your chances and you have... Oh! You going to send him off for that, ref? Just a yellow? That is an atrocious tackle. That was awful. I don't even want to watch a replay of that because I know that I'll just get angry. So this, yeah, that guy there, he's the left back, Beone Williams. He's quite young, but he seems to be getting the job done. Coulthurst, he has scored quite a few from that range so far this season. Atkinson can't do anything this time. He put it away last time. 5 minutes of added time, ref. What game have you been watching? 5 minutes? Really? Oh. Ooh. 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 Man. Just could not get there. Just could not get there. Hopefully we can go and get this. Head it away. And we have done it, ladies and gentlemen. We are into the third round of the FA Cup. That is... Oh, it's not over. Oh, that's awkward. Bit of a premature celebration. Celebration? Yeah. There we go. That one's not offside. Now we can celebrate. We are done. 2-0 victors, moving on to the third round of the FA Cup after we beat Doncaster 2-0. And that is a pretty good performance. Anyway, guys, do hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Remember, give me some comments down below about what you think about the face cam. Should I go and get a new webcam, or should I just keep it as it is for the time being? Tune in tomorrow. I'm going to have cricket coach batting career. Can't wait to play as a strikers in that. Make sure you do not miss that.